This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a better route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are now in Oslo, outside my house, and this is going to be an extended version of the acceleration and noise test. Normally you just see me jumping right into the action, you see some acceleration, and then I start talking about the acceleration number and then the noise. So there's a lot of work behind it, and now I'm going to show you usually what happens before and maybe after that video is shot. So yeah, I got nothing better to do. I landed here about 24 hours ago. I'm still in jet lag, you see. I didn't sleep too much because yeah, actually my back was hurting quite a lot from chopping some ice. So I don't know, man, long story. We've been in Thailand for 1.5 months. It was wonderful over there. So people, you know, the Falang in my channel, I have lots of Falang in my channel. They keep asking me, hey Bjørn, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? Guess what? I was back in Thailand. I was born in Thailand, you know. So remember that I'm half Thai, half Chinese, half Norwegian and half German. So it was so wonderful to be back in Thailand. I was making lots of new connections, lots of friends there. I was growing my Thai channel big time. So yes, I have to go back again there. But right now I'm back in this country called Norway. Yeah, I can show you what the heck happened here since I left it. Well, I left right in the beginning of December. Right before the snow started. There was a little bit of snow in December, and then it really didn't snow that much, but there was a period when it was really cold. I heard it from my neighbor, you know, the lady who always barks. No, I'm just kidding, that's a dog. And she told me that in December it was freaking cold at some period. It was minus 15 degrees Celsius, and the electricity price went through the roof. It follows Nord Pool, you know, the market price, and we had roughly 50 to 70 euro cents per kilowatt hour at some crazy days, but mostly it's been hovering around 20 something euro cents per kilowatt hour. But I've been using Tibber to control the heat, and I set it to minimum temperature, not shut it completely off, because otherwise pipe's gonna freeze over. You get big undfall in the house. But I managed to at least cut the electricity cost fairly low while I was gone. And then of course I preheated the car. I preheated the house a couple of days before, so now it's nice and hot, and everything is leaking out here because this house is so old, so it leaks heat like a Swiss cheese. Well, that's a different story. Yeah, so why the heck would I want to live in this country, right? So anyway, and then that was in December. It was freaking cold, but then in January it started snowing like crazy. My neighbor told me, you know, the lady who always barks in the videos, yes, that's my neighbor. She told me that in January it was just crazy, lots, insane amounts of snow. What you see here is the remains after some meltdown. Supposedly she didn't know where to put the snow, so there was like a 1.5–2 meter massive just snow all over the place, and then she just had a path just to get into the house, and then suddenly it started melting. So now everything is just tundra on the ground here, and then here I had to buy a spat from Biltema. 6 kilo is over there. And then I started chopping on the ice to create more friction so that it's safe for my wife to walk here when she needs to exit the house for walking dolly. But that took a lot of effort. And in the beginning I used the wrong technique, so I kind of like got a little hurt here until I realized I have to use my whole body weight. Yeah, I gained a lot of body weight in Thailand. So then it was no problem. I had to use my legs and my back, and boom, boom. But then I didn't get too much sleep. But okay, anyway, this video is not about that one. This video is about this electro auto. It is a Mercedes EQA 350. It's the all-wheel drive version of the EQA. So versus the EQ, well, I mean, Yeah, the 350. The 350 versus the 250. 250 is front-wheel drive, 190 horsepower. The 350 is all-wheel drive, 290 horsepower. The front-wheel drive, the front-wheel drive version has, I believe, it has a PM motor in the front. This one has the PM motor in the back, and it's trying to use the back as much as possible. And then it uses the front motor is an induction motor. Actually, a similar design as Tesla. And then they can decouple one motor to save energy. We're going to test it out in the range test. According to Mercedes, the EQA 350, the all-wheel drive, has slightly more range than the rear-wheel drive. I mean, the front-wheel drive. They have the same battery, and the all-wheel drive also weighs a little bit more, of course, because more drivetrain. So we're going to see. But this video is about noise and about acceleration. So we have 100 more horsepower. On paper, it's a lot quicker. I also feel it's quicker. We're going to test it out. And then we're also going to test noise, but it's winter right now. So we have then studded studless winter tires, and they are softer than the summer tires. So this car was actually semi-noisy, roughly as noisy as a Model 3 on summer tires. We're going to test now in winter tires. So I will show you behind the scene what's going on, usually how I do the test. You might only see this one as a special episode, but okay, so you see, I usually pick up the car, and then here we have all the banana boxes, and I prepare it. I try to charge it close to 100%. It doesn't have to be 100%. And of course, you see this is clumsy because it's been configured for cars with a charge port on that side. So this car has the charge port on the right side, which is the wrong side. It should be on the left side, which is the right side. So I have to stretch the cable here. Yeah, I'm going to trip over it, hurt myself, bump my head. Yeah, but anyway, so I've been preheating the car, and it should be at, yeah, okay, it is at 99%. Yeah, so that's good. And you see, I bring this one, which is a sound meter. So I will do measurement on the sound levels at 80, 100 and 120 kilometers per hour. I also do that. I also check for GPS speed. I bring a whole bunch of equipment here, several cameras. We have yeah, two more cameras there. I bring the shaft here, mounting it on the windscreen. Barely legal in many countries, but hey, that's my middle name. I bring a bunch of other stuff here. Just yeah. So anyway, but let's get going to the testing site. Oh, we're good to go. Okay, 100%. All right. It's just too important because we need to top up anyway. And here we have. Wait. 8 kilowatt hour per hour. We're on the move now. So, wow, I have to say that this car doesn't feel that noisy, because the EQA was somewhat noisy on the motorway speed, especially, or on the rough asphalt. But, okay, it could be the tires. We'll see. But okay, so now I'm just hugging the left lane, because remember that we're in Norway. Yes, Norway invented left lane huggers. So this will get us to the destination faster. We are now at Extra Neskollen at the Mer chargers. So I'll be topping up here because I want to get close to 100%. It can be roughly between, let's say, 90 to 95% before I do the launch. Because if you launch with lower battery, you will have lower voltage and you have more voltage sag, and then you might get slightly lower, worse results. So I try to make it even for all the tests I do. That sounds like studded tires. Oh yeah, speaking of tires, so also I need to document what kind of tires we have here. So based on the howling noise I hear when I drive the car at some speed above 50 kilometers per hour, I could hear that I have Nokian and Hakkapeliitta studless tires. And we do. Nokian, let me see. Okay, 235, 5019. I bet they are R3, because they've been using R3 for the longest time. Yep, no wait, is that R3? I can't see. Yeah, SUV. Okay, well, I guess it's an SUV. Okay. Anyway, let's get inside. It's freaking cold. But in here it's nice and hot because I have the preheating active here. So we are receiving 33 kilowatt at 88%. e-tron go home. We'll finish in 21 minutes. Okay, even with semi-cold battery. This car almost doesn't colgate. So let me see. So what I do when I do the drag test is that, or acceleration test, is that I use this thing called Draggy. It will communicate with an app on the phone, and then it measures the acceleration very, very accurately. So I would just stick it here somewhere. Some cars, they have some kind of heat reflective stuff that is based on some metal that will actually reflect, or I mean block the signals here. In that case, I will put it here, then it will usually work. In some rare cases, I have to put it all the way in the back in the trunk or some shit. But most cars, they'll work here. And then because this car is not that fast, then it will just stick there. But if it's a Tesla, something performance, then I want to make sure it doesn't slide backwards once we start accelerating. So what happened to the charge screen now? Okay, the trick is that you have to stop the preheating. Wait, how is this again? I don't remember if you have to. No, there was also a button you can press here, but and then if you enable it again, then it will appear and it will stay there a while. Launch number 1. Launch number 2. Launch number 3. Launch number 4. Right now we're done with the acceleration test, and I have to drive back to the testing point for measuring noise. I do it exactly in the same spot, exactly in the same lane, which is the opposite lane, and same direction, everything. For every test I do the 80, 120. So I already measured 80 kilometers per hour on the way here, and now I have to measure the 100 and 120 kilometers per hour. So yes, the launch was long at roughly 90%. We are back home now, and right now the clock is well, it's over there. It's half an hour past 11 at night. So it seems like most neighbors now, they are asleep. So just wanna sneak into the garage now, like a ninja. So. See, it's a good thing that we are reviewing electric cars and not Harley Davidson. Yeah, I can imagine that in the evening after I do some kind of test, and then after some 1,000 kilometer challenge. Whoa. Okay. Come on, squeeze in there. Ooh, this is nice and sharp. Ooh, I like it. Chú. Đi. Vào đây coi. Chèn quá. Đi. Vào đây coi. something like that. Ready? Ready? Pa. Pa. Với nhau pa. So this is the part where I say we're back in the car, and now let's take a look at the Google Sheet. So alright, so you see here, yeah, 350 4Matic. Did it in 6 point, well, yeah, pretty much a little bit slower than the spec. It's pretty much on par with the spec, but as you heard from the clip, it's kind of slipping a little bit, struggling to get traction. So but still decent time. By the way, I'm going to show you something here. So if you look here, okay, let me see if I can try to highlight. If you look down here roughly, you see that we have cars with all-wheel drive around 300 horsepower, but actually the EQA was one of the faster ones, even beats the I-Pace. Look at that. Beat the Fat e-tron 50 Sportback even. Okay. Yeah, even the iX3, which is similar price, similar class car. Actually, the iX3 is bigger, yeah. I think the iX3 maybe is heavier. But yeah, so quite impressive. And then, of course, if you want to compare this one against the other EQA, just, okay, further down, further down, further down. That's what I tell wifey. There, here it is, yes. EQA 250 over there versus, let me see, where is it on there? Whoa, look at that. Huge difference. Actually 2 seconds faster. Okay, it wasn't that huge. Okay, but yeah, and it feels a lot quicker. That's what I'm saying. When I'm driving, it feels way more nimble. Okay, but the second part is to look at the noise here. Let's see here. Now, how was the noise then? Because the other one was semi-noisy. So we have 66 decibel, roughly a little bit over 66 decibel. But this was the winter result with softer winter tires. People never believe me when I say that the winter tires are more quiet than the summer tires. But they went, yeah, but I know it's not like that. Well, you look here then. So in this case, it was 69 decibel. That was quite noisy, for example, compared to Tesla. Well, even Tesla has been improving over the years. Yeah, you see, suddenly Tesla is further. Wait, no. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I don't remember how it was actually. No, maybe Tesla is still noisy. Yeah, Model 3 is still noisy. But what I'm saying is that if you look here, it was 69 decibel, and from my experience, and this was even with 18-inch wheels. From my experience, winter tires, they are usually 0.5 to 1 decibel lower than the equivalent summer tire, I mean, the size, right? Okay, so 69 decibel on 18-inch wheels versus 66 decibel on 19, even bigger wheels. So this should only mean one thing, which is that the soundproofing in this car must be better than the 250. And I don't know, I actually don't know if they are done anything, but the 250 was quite noisy, but the 350 is not noisy. So, and you can't really blame the tires. I don't know about you guys, but my claim is that it's not the tires. They must have done something here to improve the soundproofing. So that's the conclusion I have based on the test now. So now you guys have seen it. This is a freaking long ass video, but I guess as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.